Yo, are we live? Hello, hello, hello. This is gonna be a bit scuffed because I've not live streamed in such a long time, but we're gonna try and do this. Let me just double check. Nothing is lagging. Transition here. Is it lagging by any chance? Is there some sort of delay here? Any delay? Any delay? Any frames dropping? Should be good, right? Everything smooth. Just double check. Just double checking. Wait, hold on. A scuff gameplay right here. Scuff tournament. Let me watch him. Okay, it seems good, so I think we should be ready to go here. Welcome everyone to the grand finals of XGA Tournament 2. You know, this has been quite an inactive side of the tournament for my side, right? Because I've been quite busy with life currently, right? So we're gonna try and at least keep up with the tournament and at least watch the grand finals, if you know what I'm saying. So we're gonna do a bit of an announcement here, try and save the live stream and then we should be good to go, you know. Let me just double check. Yeah, the grand finals is about Hetenix versus Reckless. You know, these two have been going at it. Oh shit, I can hear myself. And I think it's gonna be an interesting grand finals right here. Like I said, it's a best. I don't think I said yet, but it's a best of 5 between these two. I think both of them are using like quite meta teams, so this should be interesting. And it's a little bit outdated currently since it's been like probably 2 weeks now, right? But it's still pretty good, I think. So we shall mention it here. Share on the Miscrits content, and then yeah, we should be good to go. Are they here even? Let me just double. What's his name? Hetenix Reckless. I should have a delay going on, but I trust them to not watch the live stream currently. But we shall see. We shall see. Just transition here and wait for them to and we'll do a bit of farming because we kind of need the gold. It's gonna be Hetenix versus Reckless for the grand finals here. Okay, let me know when ready. Yeah, I may not be reading the chat as much, so I do apologize. I'm gonna focus on the tournament solely because this is not a live stream, it's an actual tournament gameplay. So we will see when they will start, but they should be starting anytime soon. They said they are ready, and I guess I can kind of show what they have, right? Okay, they are both starting. Okay, they're requesting already. So game 1 is finally starting, and the comps for them, I wish I could show first before the start of the match, but we have quite some interesting comps here. Most likely just like a beat team for the both of them, right? Maybe Hetenix will use the Windy, since I feel like Reckless will be using the beat team a bit more, but he also has Windy as well on the arsenal. So this should be an interesting one. And we shall see. Hopefully we should be able to get in. Yeah, they should skip a turn. Hopefully they have battle effects on, so we can, you know, join up. Wow, we have 10 people watching right now. What's up, everyone? It's my first live stream in quite a while, but you know, like I said, I just wanted to go live for this so I don't have to edit it. I really don't like live streaming currently, so we shall see. We shall see. All right, I'm spamming the spectate button on Hetenix. Hopefully you'll be able. I don't think I'm friends with Reckless yet. What the fuck? I thought I added them already. Skip a turn when you get into that. So we can get in. They're not starting yet. Yeah, they should be starting in a little bit. Come on now. Yeah, we can kind of see the team. I guess I should transition so you guys can see the team of Hetenix is gonna use. And we are starting off. I think they will still skip a turn, but these are the comps for the two of them. This is game one right here. Game one. And it looks like a mirror match, but not really, right? So we're for Hetenix is opting for an epic and a Kama combo with, you know, the beat and L nibs, right? And for Reckless, however, it's a double rare. So it's a beat with the L Raf this time around, and we have a Cryon and a Floodrat. This is quite similar to my old team, to be honest, but I think we just made it in time. I think we're already in, so they will skip a turn here. I hope they have battle effects on. Yeah, I should have it on for myself, and we shall see. Currently wise, this matchup, I feel like it favors Hetenix more just because of the LRAF and the Flutterpat. Very dangerous to go against the L nibs here, but we shall see. I believe Hetenix is a very slow Soltero, but like I said, Reckless, I haven't seen Reckless much share his like stats on the Discord, so, and this should be it. So currently Reckless has the speed advantage, but Hetenix will deal a good amount of damage on the Cryon right here. He will most likely just snipe here with the LRAF, but the L nibs will pose a very threatening damage against the LRAF here if he can snipe, but I don't think he will snipe. He has Arrow of Love, unlike Basu, who bought fucking staff on my LRAF, but you know, it's all good though. Will he be able to snipe on the L nibs here? Both of them at 4 out of 5 speed. Is he faster? He is faster with the Hell's Bells, and that will do a lot of damage. 69 HP on the LRAF already. Okay, all right. That's a bunch of damage already on your sniper. Then again, you kind of only need to snipe the what do you call this, the what's your name, Dark Tulip here. So LRAF won't have a lot to offer in this matchup, to be honest, against the L nibs and the what do you call this, on the beater, right? So I feel like it's still a good trade in a way, having a lot of damage. At least you can hit one more with the LRAF here, but he will go for a Cryon switch and go for the beat switch right here. I think just gonna swap to Flutterpat here. Will he be able to snipe? Okay, he will not be able to snipe here. We'll probably just swap into, I don't know, maybe he's resetting the speed. No, you can't even reset actually. Actually, maybe you can, but the thing is, you might get sniped if you switch into Solitaire here. You could always go for, okay, it goes for the terrain advantage here. We'll paralyze the Flutterpat. Can't really snipe here, so he will. I think he will take the speed advantage here. When Flutterpat gets a double turn, is that very slow Solitaire? It is a very slow Solitaire, so he will go for a Confuse, a very ballsy Confuse right here. Will it hit? It does hit. 1 out of 1 for Reckless currently. That's a free damage for his Moon Crit. Is it at least a bunch? You might even kill the Solitaire here. We will see. But is it a defensive one? It is quite a defensive one, so this may not be, unless he takes speed advantage by himself. He does take speed advantage here. Reckless still has it. Very slow Moon Crit. I guess they do have the brand new relics for them, right? Minus 10, minus 10. Yeah, holy shit, it's a very slow Moon Crit right here. Let's see how this will turn out. Go for the Unga Bunga. Will not snipe here. He will get sniped by the LRAF, but he will die to the L nibs. But actually, it's still a good matchup here. If he does kill the LRAF here, the beat will have some free damage on the L nib, so this is worth it for Reckless. At least we'll get half HP on the L nibs. I think he will get another turn here though, right? Yeah, we'll get another turn. Yeah, he will get another turn. That was not entirely a good trap, but it's still a good one though. I thought he would like get another turn there, but I guess it would not. Goes for the Slither swap, just I guess trying to reset the speed again. But I think, yeah, he won't be able to snipe here, so he can't really do this. So he might just fire water here and just fight this out. He could swap into the L nibs. if he does swap into the L nibs, he could swap to flower pat and then like maybe just do a paralyzed play. I think that's what Hetenix is doing, but he's thinking about it. Okay, he does do a Firewater. It tends to fight this out. I guess it is just a moon crit. And yeah, I guess it's just gonna be just a fight out, right? I don't think there's nothing much here. Krateron will win this, however, just because of the very defensive Krateron and the switch curse. And then yeah, I think currently both of them are quite, you know, tied in a way, right? So I think Hetenix will get a double turn. I keep on forgetting what's the speed advantage. So okay, it does die to the extra damage on the meteor storm. Got really lucky there. Good paralyze there. Okay, we'll do some extra damage on the meteorite though, but the terrain advantage will give a bunch of damage on the dark floor pad. I don't think that's any good for you. Oh my god, it's actually quite a close match. Because he will not be able to swap here. I guess he can confuse. Do you still have confused or get removed? It still has confused. So if you want to go for a ballsy move and do a 2-2 here, I mean, it is a choice for you, right? But he will deal a lot of damage here just because of the flower fight having 2 out of 5 ED. Go for the cyclone instead. Just do a good amount of damage on the L nibs. Fulminating chop though will do quite a bit. Actually, it's not that bad. Maybe I just have a very weak flower pet on mine, but he will be able to swap here. He can trap the okay, he intends to fight this out actually. Huh. I don't think he doesn't have much of a choice here, because if he does swap into meteorite, he will just do the terrain advantage. So maybe that's a good attack, so at least get the meteorite down here, but I think Reckless wins this. Huh. Interesting. Because if he swaps with the meteorite here, we'll just get paralyzed again, and then he won't be able to move. He might get into half HP most likely, but I think Reckless is winning here. I was not expecting this to be this close, actually. He'll get another turn here. We'll do a terrain advantage. I think he still has one. Hetenix used all of his, so he will do a terrain advantage. We'll heal up a little bit and then paralyze the meteorite here. Will he snipe here? I think he does. He does not snipe. He will most likely just do a meteor storm. And I think this is free damage for Reckless right here. Yeah, I still think if he does attack here, yeah, and he does, and I think this pretty much secures Reckless's win on the first game, right? Because the 2 very low crits. Yes, you will kill the flutter pat here, but that's all you can do here, I think. Right? You're very weak to be right, and you don't really have a negate on the L nibs, if I remember correctly. And I think this is it. Okay, he still swaps it out though. Quite an unnecessary swap, but I guess he wants to alive him in a way. A bit BM, I would say. But I think for me, you didn't have to swap anything there. We'll do the Contain Crush. I think that will finish off the L nibs most likely. I think it was like 100 damage something. Okay, it was only 70. All right, with the block, I guess. All right, goes for the bright lights. We'll try and I guess try his luck, right? But I think he can just like swap here. I think Reckless wins game 1. And that's pretty much it, right? I was not aware Reckless was winning at this situation, but I guess, you know, I'm the one watching and they're the one playing, so there's a reason for all of it. I really hope they're not watching that thing though. I mean, if they do like end up watching the stream, I don't think they need my my advice, to be honest. You know, top 700 player doesn't need, you know, like these people are like, I think top 100. And that's GG. Will we see a switch up for the next match? Because currently this is what they have, right? I guess we already know that Reckless will win here, so we can just, I guess, swap out of the main screen. And yeah, Reckless leads 1-0. We shall see how we can do this. I guess we can do this, right? Can we not do this? Okay, I can't do this. I can't show the thing. Okay, I should have set that up. But here we go. Reckless wins game 1. And well, let's see if they will have some sort of a switch on the comms. But I think both of them has very quite similar comms. Both of them also have like Windy, right? Like Windy. Who else do they have? I guess there's only Windy, right? In LRAF, at least for Reckless. And then for Hetenix, he also has the Windy, and he also has Bum Plop and Sledge. So we will see if those crits will be implemented in this best of 5, right? So GG's to both of them. We'll see if when they will start. Hopefully they will start right away. Like I said, I don't have much time to kind of record this and stream this. We shall see how the last few games will end up, man. Will we see a swap, or will we see just pretty much the same comp and just maybe playing a little bit better? I just don't see it, you know, being played out as it, you know, as it was. Maybe being played out like differently. I don't quite see it, at least. I feel like this is just a big comp change. But you know, at that point, I thought Hetenix was like leading, right? Just because of like, the comp. But I guess I was wrong. I guess Reckless played that perfectly to get it into his favor, which is quite insane. But yeah, I guess, you know, a really good first game, and we shall see if we will see a change. Hopefully they'll start sooner or later. 0, let me know. I'm thinking of like comps for Hetenix on what he will use for this. Maybe he'll put out the Windy, right? He can't really do a double legendary because Hetenix is actually missing one reserve crit. So I think he had like 6 crits originally. Then we had the 2 swaps, right? Because of the new meta change, and I allowed him like 1 miscrit in addition, and I think that was Bump. So he might have something with the Bump Plop. Maybe he'll have a comp with it ready, but we shall see. Okay, both of them are ready. I found a Dark Spark Fine, but we'll kill it for now. And game 2 should be starting anytime soon, and we'll see if there's any sort of changes in their comps. Let's gonna spam spectate here a little bit. I can visit the house. Maybe what Hetenix is cooking. Looks like the same comp still for Hetenix. Apparently showed that. Okay, we are in battle. Game 2 right here. There's no changes at all. Actually, they're already starting, but that's fine. So I think Reckless. Yeah, okay. Hetenix has speed advantage. They can start now. I'm already joined in, so he will try and hit the confuse with the D2 infinite hits. 1 for 1 already for Hetenix. We're starting off with a lot of gambas. There's some free damage for the this might actually kill, right? Yeah, this will eventually kill her. 2 hits and taking his speed advantage here, sniping the LRAF, and that's the LRAF done. I guess he will take some damage from the creator, right? But that's pretty much it. He will use a spring shower here. Will that be enough? That's barely enough, if I would say. And yeah, he will take some damage here, but taking out the LRAF already with a very full HP Dark Tulip. I think he's looking quite good right now. He could just easily swap into the Dark Tulip here, and Dark Tulip pretty much reigns supreme against like all these guys. And that's not a great start for Reckless, but I guess that's the down part of like starting with B-Ray and then using the training advantage as quickly as possible. But like I said, Hetenix get lucky with that confuse, hitting 1 for 1 already. Reckless will take his speed advantage here, sniping the Dark Tulip. I guess that won't really do much. Meteor Storm will do a bit of damage, but Dark Tulip has a bunch of like physical defense, so that's not really the most optimal hit. But you can't really lifesteal when you have full HP. So I just noticed that he has very low HP on his meteorite. I feel like he focused more on ED instead of HP. But yeah, this is gonna be, you know, this Dark Tulip will have a bunch of attacks this time around. Like last game, he did not do as much as, you know, he got sniped a lot by LRF. But I think it's a good play, at least for Reckless, since he knows that He has a very slow, or I think he starts with the Dark Tulip, but I guess he just got they were confused. So it's a good strat. It's a good try by Reckless, but you know, with Miss Crits, everything is RNG. Or almost everything, of course. But the confused hits are quite tough, and it's gonna be a boxing match here, right? I think this is still a not bad trade for Reckless, I believe, since like Beat can't really do much. He still have credit run on the end here, so if you do end up killing Dark Tulip here, it's still a good value. It does swap here though. Hetenix still has speed advantage, so he can snipe. Can't really swap to anyone. I guess he can go for the moon crit swap here. What else can he do? I guess Flutter Pat. He can't really swap to Flutter Pat. That's such a... Well, that will be a dumb move because he will just get sniped here. So I'm guessing it's gonna be a moon crit swap, most likely. Okay, he goes for a terrain advantage. He can't really swap here instantly. So he will do some damage here. He needs to swap in the next turn, or else he will get sniped for around like 98 something damage, right? On the L nibs. So okay, he goes for it still. He will get sniped here. Okay, wait, does he not have speed advantage? I guess maybe he's trying to lower it down as much as possible. This speed advantage, huh? Am I tripping? Okay, it goes for Confused on Reckless side. Will this be another 1-for-1 for Reckless? That would be amazing. 0-for-1. I don't think you can't really count cycles currently anymore, right? But I think this is still a decent fight, at least for Hetenix here. He doesn't necessarily have to snipe, but like I said, like the L-Nibs is quite useless now since, you know, removing the LRAF. He will snipe here. We'll use a snipe here on the fulminating chop. That will kill the Flutter Pat. I think he could have stopped like way later on, but you know, it's still a good one. I think he will just fight this out. Creator will not deal enough damage, around like 78, right? 98. What the fuck? That's a fuck ton of damage. What the hell? Okay, I guess maybe because of the mystics. Nah, but yeah, he tends to fight this. Doesn't really have any more use for L nibs, and it is his job, you know. It's like 2 crits that, you know, it's quite powerful on. So Hetenix here, I think he's in a very good spot, but like I said, he has 2 very not very low, but like critical crits on the on his side. But for Reckless, he only has 2, and both of them are half HP. So I think Hetenix wins this just because of the 1 confused. We'll go for a turn advantage here. Really good play. We'll paralyze the moon crit, and we'll deal some insane damage with Dark Flower Pillar, and I think this is GG. I think with that play, he just pretty much secured his win right here. Dark Flower Pillar will do how much? He does have a lot of ED, so he will survive 15 HP. But like I said, that probably won't matter at this point. He will snipe with Beater right here. We'll kill out the Unga Bunga at least. But you know, I think this is GG. This is GG right here. Unlucky. Unlucky. 1 confused generally changed the whole match. But that's fine, you know. Confused part of the game. Just unlucky getting 1-1, you know. Like maybe if I get like confused, if it's only been, you know, 0-1 or 0-2, I wouldn't be too mad. But if it's like a 1-1, goddamn, I'm punching my monitor at that point. But that's fine, you know. We will have maybe a nice BO5 here. I'm not sure if they will do any swaps on their team. This looks like they're very comfortable team, and I don't think they should swap their crits, right? They have a really good lineup already. I don't think there's much they can do. The other crits that they brought isn't really too powerful. Maybe, I don't know, Reckless opts in for the L nibs instead of the L raf, just because, you know, the L raf right there just, you know, absolutely got annihilated by the by the L nibs. So maybe he'll make a swap. He has that option for Hetenix. I don't think Hetenix has much of a choice. Maybe he goes for a bun flop to counter the L nibs, but we shall see. And there we go. Hetenix takes game 2, and the score now is 1-1. You know, it'll be interesting if what they decide to swap into for like the 3rd match. Will we have swaps on their comps, or maybe not? Yeah, good luck to both guys. Hopefully we'll still have like I want to see some BO5s to be honest. But like this tournament, like I wanted it to be more friendly towards newer people on the clan, right? Just so like we can have somewhat of a balance lineup, right? But I did not know that like I guess 8 restricted crits or reserve crits is too much in a way. But for the next tournament for XGA 3, just I guess a future look into the upcoming tournaments. It will be one for December, and we will have a best of 3 again, right? For like all the other matches, but we will have a like no restriction for the miscrit that we're gonna use. So Hetenix says he will be out for at least like 3 minutes, so I guess it's time to just train her a little bit, right? They're discussing right now, like with that confused hit. I guess, yeah. So pretty much Reckless got one for one on the first game, and then Hetenix goes 1 for 1 as well on the second game. So balance as everything should be, right? So I'll just have a normal stream here. Who do I want to level up? I want to level up someone. Dude, this guy. Might as well. Event this weekend? Yes, there is an event upcoming. Should turn off the battle effects for now. Oh, now I think about it, maybe I should have, because Loki, the thing is like with the tournament I set up, it's nice to have, what do you call this? It's nice to have like picking your teams and then playing around them, and also using that to pretty much counter, right? The other people's comps. But I feel like it's too restrictive, at least for the tournament. But I wanted to have that. I felt like it was a good idea since like a lot of new people in the clan. If it's like a worldwide clan, maybe I could have like what do you call this? I could have maybe allowed more, but you know, knowing like everyone's like still quite new to the game, you know, returning players from the old one, I felt like it was a good decision, you know, but it's quite restrictive. kind of like my last few games, you know, with what's his name, Basu using my fucking LRAF with staff. I'm still salty about it. I'm generally still salty, but you know, it's fine. Also, yes, there is an upcoming event for miscrits, right? We're gonna have the pumpkin event again. I'm not sure. Yeah, we don't have it right now. But there will be the pumpkin event, and then we will have more hammers. I think packs as well, and then also some XP tokens. So if you didn't play the what do you call this? The event last time around, we should have another one to at least get the hammer on, right? And then of course get more free stuff. I hope they have more than 300 what do you call this? 300 tokens though. Like I want more. Basu got mentioned again. Well, I mean, I'm still salty about him, you know, buying that stuff. I definitely could have like, what do you call this? I definitely could have like wailed like I guess to relic the team cups. I literally told him, yo, you know, message me if you want to use like dark Elefona, but he fucking didn't. He just played it. I'm like, motherfucker. All right, both of them are ready. We're starting off game 3 right here. Will we see a swap on the comms? He did say he needed 3 minutes, so he might be cooking another comp here. We will see. We will see if he will do such a thing, and it will be interesting. I want to see different comps, man. But I guess, you know, the restrictions are quite tough. We will spectate on Reckless side, and we have it right here. Game 3 is starting, and we have a change of comps. Still no change of comps. All right, they are skipping a turn, one turn, and it's pretty much the same setup as before Right, so I think Reckless here takes the speed advantage, or yeah, Hetenix take the speed advantage. It's pretty much the same strat as last one. He will eventually use the terrain advantage to trap the Dark Tulip, but I guess he can like technically do photo sync first, right? So it's gonna be the same setup once again. Hopefully he does not hit the confuser though, so we will have an even match, but we shall see. You know, luck is on anyone's side. This is gonna be interesting, so we will see right here. What will we do? Most likely terrain advantage. Once again, he will use one of two of his terrain advantage. He will most likely do a photo sync here. Could do another confuse. Okay, we'll do photo sync. I thought that was a confuse. One sec, I forgot to have battle effects on. Almost forgot about it. Fleeing hooves. I thought it was flying hooves. Does 59 damage here. We'll swap and do a lot of damage on the L nibs. Oh no. This might be another useless LRF gameplay. But yeah, I think he forgot about that. Most likely, I feel like. But that's fine. That's fine. Some decent damage at least. One more hit will do from the L nibs to the LRF. And I'm just gonna do this comp again, right? He still does have one terrain advantage. I wonder when he will use it. Most likely here, probably. Actually, no, he can just swap here. Still has speed advantage. He can snipe whenever he wants to. Does he go for the Dark Tulip here? He goes for the Armageddon instead. And Mike is just okay. It's just gonna be another swap battle, most likely, right? Can't really snipe here with the Hetenix. Doesn't have speed advantage. Can't really do terrain advantage as well. So it's gonna be a swap battle, most likely. Minus 15. Reckless is in a little bit of a disadvantage, being the first one to lose HP. But they can fight this out. It still swaps it for the Moon Crit. This will be a swap battle. Depending who has the bigger balls, I guess, or something. I don't know. I think the next location will be, I'm assuming it will be Volcano Island. But we shall see. But they did say like Volcano Island will come around this time, like December, right? When I watched like Mr. Mania's video. So maybe it's VI next. I'm hoping it is, right? It's gonna be a swap battle, so it's gonna. How's everyone doing? Okay, he will snipe here. What the fuck? Do they have the same speed? Wait, what? I didn't know they had the same speed. Okay, we'll do some elemental damage here. What the fuck? They had the same speed the entire time? Okay, he will get sniped by the LRF here. That literally caught me off guard. I forgot to do my words here, but he will die here on the hands of the what do you call them? The L nibs, right? Actually, yeah, he should die. Then he will get some decent damage off, at least with the B-Right on Reckless side. So it's a decent one. He can just most likely swap here. Can't really paralyze the L nibs unless he switches out. But Contain Crush will do a good amount of damage. I think it was like 98 last time around with the block, right? 79. What the fuck? Am I missing it? Okay, like 89 with the minus 10. Alright. I guess, will he snipe here again with Moon Crit? I think they have the same speed. And it's just like... Because he sniped this Litero at one point, right? Am I tripping? Or did he attack? I don't quite remember. But I think they have the same speed. And then I guess Reckless is just getting lucky on the dice rolls or something. I don't quite understand the speed. Like, who gets the turn whenever... whenever they're what do you call this, you know, same speed. So I don't know who gets the turn. Takes all of the 28 seconds, the 30 seconds to pretty much decide what to do here. Very easy swap on the Unga Bunga here. Doesn't really have much of a counter since LRF is now dead. And I don't know what's the plan here for Reckless. I mean, he did make like 3 of Hetenix crits at mid HP. So this could still work. Very healthy beater right still. Very healthy flutter pat still. But since I think he will take, okay, it doesn't take the speed advantage here. Since the light nibbles is still alive, The Flutter Pat isn't really much in a comfortable spot here. He will try and take the speed advantage here with Hetenix. Trying to speed manip. Really good swap here by Reckless. Still doesn't snipe. Okay, I feel it's gonna be another switch battle most likely. Yeah, it's gonna be a switch battle. At least this time, Hetenix has the disadvantage, you know, losing the HP first. But yeah, it's gonna be another switch battle most likely. I think he's just gonna swap between Soltero and Dark Tulip here. And for Reckless, it'll be Mooncrit and Flutter Pat. I think it's still a good play for both of them, right? Because if like Dark Tulip dies, who will be at that turn? I think it will be Flutter Pat, and then he can just do a terrain advantage afterwards. So maybe some easy snipes there. Minus 25 sucks so much, dude. Switch penalty, I feel like it should be increased a little bit more. Let it be 10 every time. But yeah, I think 5 makes more sense. Yeah. So he will very much put the Unga Bunga with 1 hit left. He can technically attack here. 50 HP. Will this do enough with the AP poison? Does not. Goes for a curtain switch still. Okay, it does take the speed advantage here now. So they do have the same speed, right? They do have the same speed, and I guess it's just rolling to Reckless side most of the time that he's not sniping the Soltero. Or maybe it's like a 1 speed difference. I think. I don't quite know, but I think they have the same speed. Because like for the most part, like Patron was not sniping Soltero, then at one point they just snipe each other, right? So Hetenix here will take the speed advantage. He can do, I think he still hasn't used his last terrain advantage for Reckless, so he might be able to terrain advantage here. Yeah, does the terrain advantage will give some decent damage on the Flutter Pack for I guess for a little bit, maybe like half of HP. Does opt in for a very somewhat tanky and attacking build on the Flutter Pad here. We'll do a painful glare. Okay, that's a decent one, at least damage over time. But I think I will still have use Meteor Storm there, but I guess he will take another sort of damage here. We'll do the terrain advantage here. It might kill off. I think it will kill off. I think he dealt like 110 damage on the Flutter Pad, so that's a really good play. And Fulminating Chop will kill the Flutter Pad here. We'll go for Confused though. I mean, will he hit 1 for 1? Reckless turn? Does not. 0-1. I think that would be the only Confused what we will see in this match. But this is still winnable. He will do a bunch of damage on the meteorite here with the Contain Crush. It was like 98 before, 89, something like that. And now it's like around 100. So it's still a very close match. He could still win this on Reckless side. 2 very low crits. I think it's a very fast... I think he will get another turn here, actually, against the Unga Bunga. But the thing is, Hetenix will... Maybe... He can't really heal here. What can he do? Maybe he can do a... What do you call this? This one? Erupt? I don't think that will kill, though. Maybe I at least get some stats here. But I think Hetenix will get a double move on Meteorite here, since Reckless used his speed advantage here now. So... Okay, Painful Glare. It's a nice play, actually. Will die on the next turn. 16 AP. I think physical, so I think this will be enough to kill it. Maybe he will swap here on Hetenix. Okay, goes for... Actually, yeah, he will heal her a little bit. But I don't think this is still enough. How much is that? Yeah, that's not enough. A really good play by Hetenix. Holy... Okay, Erupt will give... Wait, what the fuck? Did he not enchant Erupt? He did not enchant Erupt! Uh-oh. Will that matter in this game, though? Will that matter in this game? He will do... yeah, he's dead. Contain Crush here will most likely finish it off. Unless it's very tanky, but I think the lifesteal will finish. Okay, 10 HP. Yeah, this is GG. Yeah. Well, Reckless or Hetenix will take game 3 here, and we're going to game 4. This might actually be a game 5. This might actually be an actual best of 5 here. And yeah, Hetenix will take the 3rd game, 2 win streak for him currently. And hopefully Reckless will take game 4 so we can go to a game 5, right? That'd be very exciting to see. GG's. I want them to swap comps though, man. Come on. I need a comp. Okay, they want a 5-minute break. Yeah, that should be fine. I gotta leave at like an hour though, so hopefully they'll be able to finish it off. But yeah, we're taking an hour. No, not an hour. We'll take a 5-minute break, just for them to kind of relax a little bit, breathe a little bit, right? And then we shall continue on the battle. I guess for now we'll do a bit of PvE because I kind of need gold. GG's. Actually, this is not too bad, like just live streaming it on YouTube, right? At least I don't have to edit it in post later on. So for anyone that is like interested on the on watching the tournaments, I can just maybe do a live stream for the most part. The only thing I don't like about like live streaming is like we're actually live, That's the only part, because live streaming for me is have some history with it, let's say. And yeah, I guess that's kind of one of the reasons why I probably won't say here, right? But yeah, I have my reasons for stopping streaming, like I think 2 years ago, where I used to stream very consistently. Not consistently, to be honest, like most likely like 3 to 4 times. There's the hunting event. Oh yeah, we have the hunting event. I forgot about that. So for our tournament, we have like hunting events, right? And am I even allowed to join since I saw the thing? I guess I didn't really rename anyone yet. And I still joined. I don't have anyone named, I think. I think it was only like my hunter crit, right? This guy. Yeah, I want some plat too, man. Come on. Alright, so they're taking a 5-minute break. We'll just do some PvE here. And then we should get back into it. So will Hetenix take the tournament, take first place, or will Reckless force this game into a game 5? That'll be really, really good if we get into a game 5. And hopefully they do some change of comps here. Because I really want to see some other comps, maybe a bump up here somewhere. What other games do you play? I play Genshin. I recently got back into Honkai Star Rail again. And I think Miscreants. I think these are the only 3 games I play. Then maybe let's say like I play like, what do you call this? Clash Royale while I'm in the bathroom or something. Quite nice. I'm trying to like grind my way up. I want to get a champion on that game. But I'm trying my best to be free to play. Because I kind of can't spend on games, unfortunately. But that's fine. Hopefully though, like the next tournament, hopefully I do well, at least on my side. Because I'm kind of been like pretty much changing my teams every last second for like their tournaments and such, and I never get to practice with like a main team, which I kind of need because I suck at this game, right? I can't seem to decide what's good or bad. Can't decide like what's a good lineup or what. But I play gacha. I play on my main account. Of course, like Genshin will forever be like, even though like I still enjoy the game, right? But at times it's very, I don't know, it's quite, what's the word, overwhelming to play since I have to catch up on so much. But the thing is, Genshin will always have like a special place in my heart, That game blew up my channel. I met my girlfriend there, That game will forever be somewhat special to me. Even though I don't play it as much nowadays, but it's quite nice. Have some good history about it. Worked with them as well, which is like part of my dream, I guess, like as a YouTuber, is to work with a game that I kind of got my popularity on. And I think I got a lot of like practice as well, YouTube wise, talking wise, from doing Genshin YouTube. So quite nice. They are ready? Okay. All right. All right. They are starting. We'll just finish off this match. Hopefully we'll be in time. They are skipping a turn. Hopefully they remember skipping a turn. But yeah, we will start. Game 4 is starting. Will we see a game 5 or will we see just pretty much Hetenix winning this off, right? So Hetenix is leading 2-1 here. And then we see a different approach this time on Reckless's side. Starting off with the Cryeron and then Hetenix going for the Beaterite with the Beaterite swap here, or the Beaterite start. So let's see what's gonna happen here. So I believe Reckless, wait, what? Oh, he didn't skip a turn, huh? Oh no. Did he skip a turn? I'm not sure if he skipped a turn. Or maybe they already started and then like Hetenix just swapped. I think Hetenix moved first and then he swapped because he said like my bad. So I'm guessing that's what that is. But we will see another terrain advantage play against the Flutter Pat. We'll use another confuse here. Will we see another 1-for-1 for Reckless? Will it? We don't see it. Full hitting chop on the Flutter Pat, man. Oh my goodness. I guess doesn't really have much of a choice there other than using confuse, right? So yeah, I'm just gonna do a Beaterite swap on the Reckless. Well, yeah, we'll probably do the same thing all over again, which I wanted, you know, I wanted different comps to see, man. Come on, it's all the same comps. I was expecting the best of 5 to have like different comps, but I guess this is quite an intense matchup already, right? Anything can go, but I feel like everything is very dependent on confuse, which I'm not too much of a fan of, but it is quite entertaining to see. But I would love to see some different comps, but you know, I guess this is the most what they're comfortable on. And then will we see a snipe here? Don't see a snipe. Can't really do a terrain advantage here. We'll just do another Splitter swap here, trying to get the speed advantage. We'll try and use another confuse here. This might hit this time around. 1-1 for Reckless currently. He will take the speed advantage. And then he might get a double turn here on the Splitter. He can do fire water on the confuse, probably. Maybe get lucky. Maybe Reckless snipes this time around. Okay. We'll give the speed advantage back to Reckless and we'll do an easy damage with a Hydro. That will do quite a bit of damage most likely, right? Okay. He does have Mystic Map on his Splitter actually. Interesting, interesting. I went for like the -5 speed instead because I have a 1 digit, but maybe it's not good enough. So yeah, I think it's just gonna be another Beaterite versus Beaterite here. I think he'll most likely just swap against his Splitter. Try and get the speed advantage here. Go for a terrain advantage, however, to paralyze the Beaterite against the Dark Tulip. Who's watching here? Ben is watching here. What? Okay. We'll see. He will take the speed advantage. He can do another terrain advantage if we wanted to. I guess trap it out, but he does have photo sync and can confuse. Lost the speed advantage, double turning on the Dark Tulip from Reckless side. So there's gonna be another boxing match, most likely, alright? But I think he will just swap your terrain advantage. He can just do a photo sync here. Reckless doesn't have speed advantage currently, so can't snipe. We'll do a photo sync here, and then I guess do some decent damage with the hooves, right? I think it was like around 49, 59 damage against it. It is a lot, 59 damage. I think it's still a good play, but I don't like wasting too much, and he will get sniped here about L-Nibs. This L-Nib has been such a big problem for this LRAF. Not a comfortable situation at all. But at least he has speed advantage now. Reckless, right? He intends to retake it by swapping into the Splitter here. Maybe Mooncrat will snipe on Reckless side this time around. It does snipe. And yeah, that confirms that they have both the same speed. Oh my god, it's a very easy snipe on the Splitter, but he will get sniped by the Dark Tulip. But then again, Reckless will snipe again with Elraf here. He does not die here. At least do some damage on Elraf. Maybe try and take out the Dark Tulip. I think it's still worth it to snipe here, I believe. Yeah, I think it's still a good swap because actually he will get double turn. Actually, no, it's not good. It's not a good snipe, I believe. Because if he swaps into LRF here, we'll kill the if he kills the Dark Tulip at least, Meteorite will have some free damage on it, right? And then he will kill the LRF. Okay, it's a good swap here. Really nice swap by Reckless. Because I think if he swaps to LRF there, it's a good lineup for Hetenix, which will do a bunch of damage to Reckless's side. At least we'll take out like probably 2 or 3 of his crits. So this is a good swap by Reckless. Not going for a snipe. Going for the safe swap on the Meteorite actually. Meteorite here has a bunch of like you need to have Meteorite to survive in this comp, I believe. Who has the more healthier Meteorite will win the match. That's what I feel like I noticed. Very important crit. I'm surprised they didn't change any relics. He still has the SI on the Armageddon. Not sure if what he will change it into though. Like I guess the SI is quite nice, but the minus 10 HP is quite tough though. Will Contain Crush kill here? I think it will kill, right? Yep. 5 HP lifesteal. And yeah, that's one that's one crit finally down actually. I just noticed. They do have the same HP. Reckless has more. If he removed the sleep immunity. I guess it's fine to have like the SI and such, but it's also fine to not have it since there's not much confused on the other side. But I guess it doesn't want to spend like I think 12-20 platinum to replace it. Maybe he hasn't changed that yet. Who knows? But yeah. Hetenix will take the speed advantage here. And Reckless will be able to snipe. Most likely. Will he snipe here? If he snipes, no, it's not a good snipe. Yeah, definitely not a good snipe. It's still the same situation as last time around. If he kills, like he does kill the Unga Bunga, at least the Moon Crit will do some decent damage now with the Creator. Yeah, Reckless is doing well here. Still has 4 crits alive, but for Hetenix side, it's 2 very healthy crits still. Goes for a terrain advantage here. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. This might secure Reckless's win here. Can't really swap here. He can just do a Meteor Storm, most likely. I don't think Reckless took speed advantage yet against the Dark Tulip because I think he one-shot it with the Meteor Storm. Got lucky with the final attack there too. I feel like if that missed, he wouldn't be able to do much here. So I think we'll do a Meteor Storm here. I think just do a Meteor Storm. Can't really do much. Maybe just do a Glare in general. Okay, Meteor Storm will deal a good amount of damage. I think, yeah. He will get sniped here eventually by the L Nibs. But the next crit in line is El Raf. So maybe he'll just do a Moon Crit swap. Probably, right? Thinking about it though. See, he is able to snipe against the El Raf. Just swap to Moon Crit. And then swap to Meteorite. And then I think he has one more terrain advantage. I'm not too sure. So fulminating chop here. Oh, yeah, it doesn't snap actually. He still has speed advantage. Wait, what? All right. It's not. It's a very slow flutter pat here. What are you gonna do? I guess I feel like the best swap here right now is Moon Crit. Moon Crit or Beater. Yeah, Moon Crit is the best swap here. I don't think the Light Beaver Storm will kill just because of the Petrified Mama baby. I don't think that will kill. Can't really swap back into Beaterite here. Just because like Elnibs is quite useless at this point, right? So he will take some good amount of damage from Creator here. I don't think he doesn't have much of a choice, unfortunately. But he will kill the Moon Crit here. Now this is an interesting situation. Do you swap into just fights this out actually? All right, that makes sense to be honest. He will die from Meteorite in the next turn unless he swaps here. He does swap. This got very much interesting. He could sacrifice the Flutter, right? He could sacrifice the Flutter maybe. Or maybe just fight it out with the Beaterite. Those are his only two options. He could also fight this out, but I don't think it's worth it. Because Slurpad doesn't have negate, and against the L Nibs, it's not the best. That's to fight this out though. I think he will take 2 turns here, most likely. Right? Yeah. The flinging hooves. Maybe the -10 will make him miss with the Contain Crush. It does not miss though. Contain Crush does extra elemental damage. That means the attack hit. And that will kill off the Elraf. Reckless doesn't have speed advantage now. Hetenix will take speed advantage here actually. Oh wow. Interesting situation. We'll do a painful glare. We'll kill off. I think he still won. Still a very healthy Beaterite. And I guess my theory was right. You know, having a healthy Beaterite will win you this matchup. And Reckless forces a game 4. Or a game 5, sorry. And yeah, the Tank Crush here will do, I think it was like 89 damage back then. So this will kill 82. And then the life steal. There you go. 87 damage on the Elnivs. And there we go. Reckless takes game 4. And we now have game 5. Holy GG's, man. All right, let's see a different lineup here, please. That was extra close, man. These matches are really close though, right? So this is quite an interesting one. Being the same comp and essentially having like different results for every one of them, right? But I think it's all like depends on like the confused hitting and such. What's up, Echo? How you doing? Scrim with SPVE. We still have a pending scrim against like Aura, so you have to do that. Tips for easy. Platinum Arena, run Woolly Void. Run Woolly Void and then you get easy games. Yeah, we'd like to see some different comps here for game 5, but you know, if they're the most comfortable on this team, I don't think they should change it. Like I said, these matches are very close to each other. You know, each match having the same comp and having different results kind of says a lot how they are both comfortable with this team, right? And then I guess just deciding when to snipe or not is it's pretty much the strategy here, right? I guess like I guess hitting the confuse as well. This the CC hitting plays a good factor, to be honest. Some decent damage with the confuse hitting, if ever. So yeah, so it looks like they are starting. And this will be the last game. We will see. We will crown the second champion for XGA2 right here. We'll just finish it off. I wanted to capture this, but they are starting, so I don't want to miss anything. And here we go. Game 5 is here. My Eclipso is finally maxed. We'll see how this one goes. Will we see a swap? Most likely not. But this is it. This is the comp right here. I think Reckless already started. I don't think he meant to start with the LRF, but maybe he did. Score right now is 2-2. So this is game 5. This is the deciding factor on who wins the entire thing, right? It's still a good. I forgot what my rewards were. What's the rewards? What's the rewards again? I forgot the rewards for the for the clan. What was it? What's the reward? It's 25 for top 1 actually. $25 for the top 1, and then I think 15 for top 2. So quite some of money involved in this. So all right, 25, 10, and 50. Okay, 25, 10, and $5. But yeah, so I guess Reckless did intend to start with the LRF here, hoping he will start with the Dark Tulip, right? So that's fine. Hetenix has speed advantage here. Let's try to focus on this match quite a bit. And then we'll see. We'll just do a flying hoofs here. He will get sniped again by the Elnibs. The Elnibs is such an issue, dealing so much damage on the LRF here. Quite unfortunate, to be honest, but you know, you'll do a terrain advantage, and that will kill the LRF. Another match where LRF is essentially completely useless, but it is what it is. You can't really do much about it. I think Reckless messed up there. a little bit, but that's fine. Decent damage on the L-Nibs. 45 for a voltage actually is really good. Spring Shower will kill the L-Raf here. Actually doesn't kill 6 to 7. 1 HP left at least. Oh, the gods of Mistress have blessed you with 1 more HP. And this is your easy swap to Crater on here. Yeah, at least he can do some damage here. Okay, does not go for the snipe on the Dark Unga Bunga. That's fine, that's fine. Go to Flutter Pat here. With another terrain advantage, using up all of his terrain advantage on Hetenix side. Did he mean to do that? I mean, I'm not really too sure if he meant to do that. Aerial Strike will do some damage on the Solitero here. I guess he can technically... Yeah, he can snipe here, actually. He will go for Confused on Reckless side. Will this hit? 1 for 1? Possibly? It's a 1 for 1. Oh, no. Okay, whoever hits Confused first, I feel like wins. Those are the 2 factors of like this entire matchup. Is being right and hitting the Confused. Okay, goes for a Firewater though. That's quite unfortunate for Reckless. You know, hitting the Confused is nice, but you know, when that happens, unfortunate for the guy. Confusing, but it is what it is. You should swap. Actually, he doesn't have to swap here. He did use all of his terrain advantages, so if Reckless is counting, doesn't need to be worried about the terrain advantages. We'll still go for the Floor Pat swap. The Confused will not hit this time around, I'm hoping, at least. So I think he will just do a bit of attacking here. He can snipe again. It's gonna be another switch battle until Reckless is able to snipe the Slitero. But I feel like the speed tie is like more luck based. I feel like it's always like a 50-50, you know. So I think at that point, like, Hetenix is not really getting too lucky with that, but also at the same time getting lucky with it, if that makes sense, because he's not getting sniped, right? But he's also not getting speed advantage. He will take the he loses the 50-50 here, I guess, right? This is the speed tie. We'll do some decent damage on the Solitaire, but at least now he can snipe with the Unga Bunga, or he could just swap into... Yeah, he will do a snipe here. He just has to know that he will get sniped in the next turn. But like I said, it's a very low LRAF, so I mean, if he does snipe, at least that'll do some decent damage, but he can kill it off with like Thump, most likely. I think Bloom heals as well, right? So any sort of healing, 118 on the Dark Unga Bunga. Honestly, I would take that trade any time of the day. So that's still a lot of damage, at least half HP on the Unga Bunga, which is, I feel like, one of the crits that you have to take out, at least for Reckless side. Meteor Storm will do some decent damage here. I think, yeah, it will only have 1 turn. 2 low HP crits on Hetenix side. And yeah, it will take the speed advantage on his beater right. Very fast beater right, actually. Or maybe Reckless just has a very slow beater right. Close match currently, I believe. Matchup wise though, I feel like Hetenix is winning. But like I said, who has the health here? He can do a terrain advantage here. I think he still has one. He does still have one. We'll paralyze out the beater right here. Can't really swap here. So I think he'll just have to tank this. 1 meteor time will do quite a bit of damage. I think Reckless is still winning here just because of a very healthy beater right. Let's prove the theory being right or wrong. Who has the healthier beater right will win this entire matchup. Because beater right is really honestly just that good, you know. He will get okay, he still doesn't get sniped. He intends to, like, I guess, finish out the what do you call this? Finish out the Solitaire, but I guess he doesn't intend to do that. He will just get sniped later on. Do a Cryon switch, switching up the relics, or not the relics, the miscrits. So you will have like a sacrifice in a way, and then we got a free turn whenever that crit dies. At least some decent damage currently. Okay, we'll go for these or snipe on the beater right here. It's a really good snipe, I believe. If it kills, it doesn't kill. 6 HP left. Can do a Dark Flower power here. Maybe just heal up, or you can swap here. But I don't think swapping makes too much of a big difference unless he wants more low HP beater right. But he can snipe with his beater right as well. But I would not choose that. I think Reckless is winning here currently, just because of like 2 somewhat healthy crits still on Reckless's side, and a very healthy beater right here. Will stack that kill? Okay. Way too close for comfort there if I were him. But yeah, I think maybe he'll just attack here. Or he can just sacrifice Silitero, so at least he will get like a double turn on. Okay, just attacks here. Pretty decent as well. Like I said, gets the speed advantage here. In the end, it all matters who has a very healthy beater right here. And Reckless doesn't look like it's a very healthy beater right currently, but the matchup is quite well for Reckless. I would still take this trade. You know, Flutterbat versus beater right, and then like Mooncrit versus a very low Silitero. This might be very close, or this is just gonna be sad. Actually, wait, hold on. I feel like he has to do some ballsy move on Flutterpat here, because he will die on the beater right here. He goes for the swap instead. Hold on, low beater right here, still a somewhat healthy L Nibs. Uh-oh. Wait, this is an intense match. This is pretty much a tie right now. I think it's pretty much of a tie. 2 low crits, 2 crits at like half HP. I guess like Reckless is leading on the HP side, right? He will sacrifice the Silitero here to at least get like a double turn on Beaterite at least. I think it's only 1 turn. So Creator will do a good amount of damage. I'm surprised he didn't do Hydro there. That could be a mistake on his part. Hydro would have been a lot better there, but that's fine. Meteor Storm will do a good amount of damage here. He did use all of his terrain advantages already, so he can't really... Oh wait, actually that's a really nice strat. Okay, because if he kills here, the Beaterite will be dead. Oh wait, hold on, 24 HP. Oh no, 2 HP left. Oh no. I saw Hetenix winning there, but now I don't know. But now I don't know. Shit. Actually, he might still have it. He might still have it. I think Hetenix will take speed advantage here. Okay, no. Reckless still has speed advantage. How will this work out? Because he will only have 1 attack on the next one. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I think Hetenix still wins. Because if he doesn't have speed advantage, he loses here. I forgot to keep track of the speed advantage. It was the full mid-range chop that will do at least like 118 something. And then if he doesn't have speed advantage, I think he's pretty much cooked. I think he's cooked either way. Goes for the Beaver Storm, actually. Gives some sort of block. Is that enough? Most likely. Probably not. 73 still. Full mid-range chop will finish it off. But the Beaterite has a free turn, and it's a Contain Crush will kill. There's no way this doesn't kill, right? And that pretty much does it. Reckless wins game 5 and takes a tournament to himself. Holy congratulations, Reckless takes the game 3-2, and he's the 2nd champion. Holy. And yeah, that pretty much does it. Reckless takes a crown. I will give them the awards in a bit. And I kind of wish I saw like 2, what do you call this? 2 different comps, but it was both the same comps for the most part. But I think Reckless played that game really well there. You know, pretty much swapping his crits around, so we will have like the perfect advantage, right? So when 1 crit dies, 1 crit will at least, I guess, avenge that crit that dies. So yeah, it's a pretty nice game, honestly. It's like, I feel like it's a very intense game with a bunch of like strategies up into it, but you know, as like a very casual like me, I wanted to see different comps. Well, that will do it. Reckless is our champion. I don't have a what do you call this, a graphic for that, but yeah, Reckless is the 2nd XGA champion. And see you guys on the next one, which will probably be in December, and I probably will try to stream it, so at least I won't miss some games, you know. thank you so much for everyone for watching, and like and subscribe if you want to see more tournaments like this. You know, like I said, I do plan on making more tournaments in the future, not just for XGA, but maybe for like the entire community. But you know, that takes quite a bit of rewards, I would say, and takes a little bit of time. So while we front walk down here, let's see what we got, guys. Congrats to your Reckless. Good games for Hetenix. Good, there's both really good games, you know. Best of 5, really intense matches, very close ones, and a bunch of confused hitting, which is something. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.